Okay, I have a great routine to share with you today that can be used to reveal something important about one or more spectators. Now, I'm going to assume I have two spectators here, a spectator A and a spectator B on the right. Okay, let me just mix the cards one more time, then we'll get started. Okay, very good. So what we need is 9 random cards for each of the spectators. 5, 6, 7, 9. I think that's 9 each. Okay. And then what we're going to do to further randomize the cards, I mean, these should be random as is, but we're going to perform a very powerful shuffle in mathematical card magic. It's called the Australian Down Under. So you go like this. It's down, then under, down, under, down, under. Okay, and then you just continue doing this until all of the cards have been set on the table. Last one gets dropped on top. We'll do the same for spectator B. So down, under, down, under, down, under, down, under, down. Last one on top. Okay, now, importantly, we need each of the 2 spectators to choose 4 random cards each. Kind of gone off the camera a little bit, and it is a free choice. So spectator A, can you choose 4 random cards that we'll use to mix your packet further? You want this one here? Okay, that's fine. And that one, great. This one way over here, and then the top one way over here. Okay, that's fine. So that will be your packet of 4. Spectator B, would you like to choose 4? This one? Okay. What next? That one, and then that one right there, and then second from the top. Okay, and we'll get rid of the rest of the deck. Okay, so what we're going to do here is we're going to use the suit of these random cards that each of you chose. Okay, and if you think about it, since none of us could know what cards you would choose ahead of time, this is going to mix the cards even further. So, spectator A, what's the first card you chose? It has hearts as its suit, so we're going to just spell hearts. So, H-E-A-R-T-S. Okay, what about spectator B? What's the suit of the first card that you randomly chose? Looks like it's diamonds. Okay, so a D-I-A-M-O-N-D-S. Very good. Spectator B, do you want to take a look at your second card? Clubs. Okay, very good. C-L-U-B-S. Spectator B, what about your second card? Spades. Okay. S-P-A-D-E-S. Okay, very good. Spectator A, what about your third? Oh, it's diamonds. D-I-A-M-O-N-D-S, if I can spell. And spectator B, yours is diamonds as well. That's interesting. D-I-A-M-O-N-D-S. Okay, finally. Spectator A, what is your last random card? It has spades as its suit. S-P-A-D-E-S. Okay, very good. And then spectator B, what's your last one? Oh, it's also spades. Okay, just by chance. S-P-A-D-E-S. Okay, very good. Let's set aside these cards. They've done their job. Okay, and so what we're going to do at this point is we're going to discover, hopefully, something interesting or maybe unknown about each of you regarding your personalities. Okay, so let's just take a look. So what we're going to do is we're going to perform a magical shuffle when it's applied to odd-sized packets. And since we have 9 cards here, that's odd. And it's for the simple reason, let me just show you. It's called the Klondike shuffle. This is where you take the top and bottom off as 1. And the reason it's a magical shuffle is it brings to the top a single card, kind of like a lone survivor. Okay, so because you have an odd number of cards and we're pulling off pairs, there'll be 1 left over. Okay, 1 single card at the very end. This is called the lone survivor. Okay, so what do these cards tell us about each of you? Okay, so spectator A, do you want to look at your card? Just take a look. Okay, let's see. What do you think that's telling us? The only thing that I can conclude is that the universe is trying to tell us that you're not as serious-minded as some people think. That, in fact, you're a bit of a joker. Now, what about spectator B? Oh, you're a technicolored joker, which would mean that you're even more of a joker than spectator A. And you guys may not have even known that about each other until now. Okay, great. Okay, so how does this work? Well, you just begin with the jokers on top, okay? And I think it's kind of nice to have this one revealed first because it's, you know, just an ordinary joker, black and white, and then this one's like a joker on steroids that you can sort of make fun of, right? So you begin with these on top, and then you just retain them at the top through as many riffle shuffles as you like, which is not too hard to maintain 2 cards at the top. And then you just deal out, here's the black and white joker, color joker, and then you just deal out 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, I think I did that right, but I'm going to just talk through the rest of the steps instead of actually performing them and explaining the mathematics behind it. Okay, so right now the jokers are at the bottom, and then I perform the down-under shuffle. Well, it is the case for any odd-size packet of cards. The bottom card will rise to the middle position. That would be the 5th position in a packet of 9 if the down-under is performed. So maybe we'll just do it for one of these, and I'll show you that. So if you do down, under, down, under, down, just as I did during the performance, okay? And so, in fact, we'll set spectator B's cards off. We're just trying to illustrate the overall structure of the routine. So the joker's in the middle now, okay? 4 below, 4 above, okay? Now, that middle position is very special when it comes to something called OverCOATing. And I'll add some links in the description below to this powerful idea. And it is very useful when working with odd-sized packets. And so OverCOATing is where you count out or spell out 50% or more. In this case, it'll have to be more because 9's not divisible by 2. So 50% or more of the cards are dealt to the table and the rest are dropped on top, like, you know, C-L-U-B-S for clubs. An OverCOATing like that will leave the middle card in the middle position. The other cards are like moving around. In fact, let's just move spectator B. So when you spell any of the 4 suits, that joker in the middle goes right back to the middle. Didn't go anywhere, even though all of the other cards are moving around. And that's because we're spelling out 5, 6, or 8 cards. And you can check that for yourself. So OverCOATing preserves the middle card in the middle position for odd-sized packets, okay? And then after we spelled out the suits of 4 random cards, to finish, all we did was the Klondike shuffle. Well, if you think about what's happening with the Klondike shuffle, it's taking the top and bottom off as 1, and then the second from the bottom, second from the top, third from the bottom, third from the top, 4th from the bottom, 4th from the top, and that would leave you with the middle card, which, whoops, flicked it here, which would be the joker. And that will be the case for spectator B as well. So, thank you for watching, and take a look at other videos on the Absolute Math Magic channel.